Hi guys, my name is Milan. I will give you a short introduction to Node.js now. And yeah, thank you for making this a bit harder for me, since most of you are familiar with backend development. Right. So, and who's done Node.js then? Okay. Okay. Okay, my morale is back up now. Right, so, okay, you can see the screen. What I'll first try to do is install the Node.js platform. And if you please follow along, and while this is installing, I'll actually tell you what Node.js is. So just open any browser, go to nodejs.org, and doesn't matter whether you have a Mac or a PC, just click on install and it will download the correct package. In case you have it already installed, that's fine. You don't have to do it. Probably the ones that did it have it. So, right, and Node.js is a platform where you can run JavaScript code on server side. So basically, it is all JavaScript. And the good thing is that you don't have to worry about compatibility issues like you have on client-side JavaScript, if somebody is familiar with that. Like you have to do something else for Mozilla, and then different code for, I don't know, Google Chrome, and then additional checks for Internet Explorer. And the good thing is that in Node.js, this is not the case. So if you already know JavaScript, Node.js will be easier. So it's, better. Node.js knows how to connect to databases, knows how to open files from the file system. And this is all done through modules, which I'll go into as well. I'm hoping that you already have it downloaded. And if you open the package, it will just go through the, just installation part. The license agreement, make sure you read it. All of it. Because, yeah, we always do that. There is already Node.js in this machine, I'm guessing. But you know what? I'll just go through it anyway. And right. And now, just 1 second. I'll probably need your password for later.
It's Steve Jobs.
All
the letters are lowercase.
Not really. Right, so there we have Node.js installed, and if you open the terminal, which I already have in the background, or the command line in Windows, and you type node, it will give you a shell where you can type in commands. So, I don't know, for example, var x gets 10. If you hit enter, it says undefined because it doesn't return anything, but if I go x, it will tell me what is the value of x. Also, I can say hello plus world, and it will return the string hello world, which means that we have it up and running. So I'll just get out of here, and we'll start creating a project. We won't start with a blank slate because, I mean, nobody does it. I don't want to go through dealing with requests to the server and everything. We'll just start with a template, which I'll guide you through how to install on your machines, and it's pretty easy. And it will just give us a template to work with. So we don't need to bother to create the actual server and how to handle responses and requests. This will be done automatically. Now we just navigate to the folder where you want to install the project. And I'm already on desktop, and I want to do it here. First, I'll install something called Express Generator. It's a module from Node.js, which will help us get this project done. So if I say not sudo npm, you don't need to type sudo on Windows. So just start with npm, which stands for Node Package Manager, and I'll also explain what it is, and then install, and then the Express Generator. And don't forget to include a flag of G, which stands for global, so I can use this. Yes?
Could you make that font larger?
Yes. How's that?
Excellent.
Good. Okay. Maybe even larger. Is it okay? Yeah, good.
Bigger, better.
Yeah, the bigger the better. That is your password. Okay, so it will go. It will connect to. It will just go on the internet and download this package. Once we have that, and you are in the correct directory where you want to install this particular project, just type express, which is a command from the module we just installed, and then the name of the project, whatever you would like to be. It will create a folder actually. So I'll say hello node. It will create, and you can, as you see, I have a folder here on the desktop, which I'll open a bit later. In fact, I'll just do it now. What I'll do now, I'll open this with my text editor. So you can basically use any text editor, and you don't have to really open the whole folder, but I just want to show you the structure as well. Make sure you open a text editor or any IDE will do. And basically, this is what we got from the command that we ran last, which is the express, what was it? Express and the name of the project. So this is what we got. We have like some directories and then some JS file, app.js. This will be the starting point for our app. Actually, it's in the bin, but it's using the app.js. And then a package.json file, which gives us some metadata, some information about this project, like what is the name of it, the version, if you want to version it. And then a very interesting thing is the dependencies that it brought in. Well, it didn't bring in, but it says that this project depends on some modules. And these are the modules that we will install now. So basically think of this as you pulling the project from source control. So there are no external modules installed yet. And in order to do that, we just go back to the terminal, say sudo install, npm, which stands for Node Package Manager. That's equivalent of, was it Gradle in Android and Cocoa Pods in iOS? So this is Node Package Manager. Also NuGet, don't forget to mention NuGet, Microsoft's package manager. Install, and what it will do, it will pull all the, so I'm not, that's correct. Don't forget to go to the folder. And then npm install. So it will pull all the binaries that we need for the actual dependencies. And if we go back to the actual folder, we'll see a new file, a new folder with Node modules. So these are all the binaries, the basically files that got brought in because of our dependency here in the package.json. So finally we can do something interesting. In routes folder, we'll work with the index.js, and we already have a get action that, well, let me just explain first this. The index, it's a separate file, so it's a module on its own, and this is a user-defined module. And what it does, it creates some functions and properties and objects that you want to export to the caller. And we do this with module.exports, and then what do you want to export? This is sort of like the encapsulation in object-oriented programming. So like I want to expose only things that I want the user to see and to use. I don't want to expose anything unnecessary, for example. So what we'll do, we'll create a new get method. So we use the router dot get. And this takes two parameters. The first one is the actual URL query string that we want to respond to, and then yes.
Same request. Larger font.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, let's see. Yeah. And you're right. Thank you very much. Is that good? Cool. Yeah, so this router basically gets two parameters. One is the URL that we want to end up in, and a function that will execute once we're there. When I do this, I will explain you what it does. So by some standard or practice, the function takes request, response, and a next parameter. Now, we don't want to do anything with the actual request, but we want to respond something to the user. So we say response dot send, and it will send something. But what it will send, it can send anything really. However, we'll create a JSON object that will take in a name. I'll just put my name, Milan, and I'll say age 19. I wish. Don't forget to save as you go along, and then we'll just pass in this data to the response object. Now, hello node. I'll just rename this to hello because the project is called hello node, and I don't want to confuse anybody. So I'll just say this, put this hello as a query string. Once we save that, we go back to the terminal, and we want to start the server to start listening for requests. So we go npm start. It should end up like this, which is good. And then if we open a browser and go to localhost 3000, that's same for everybody. The project is configured like this to respond to 3000 port. We'll get the Express, welcome to Express, and this is part of the base URL, and this is something that the actual template gives us. So, and the thing that we wrote is the hello string. And if we go there, we'll see the JSON object that we sent, which is name, value pairs, name and age, and it's there. So basically, we made it respond to a GET request on this particular URL. What I did not mention is that all these dependencies that are installed as part of the modules, they are imported in our files using this type of require basically statement. So if I say var express gets require express, it will go in modules folder and load this particular express file, which we need to respond to requests. So yeah, this was very short introduction, probably shortest ever in Node.js, and yeah, this is that's it for now.